students, all my pupils, where are you? Here you are. I can see you're here. How are you this morning? I hope you're well. I hope you had a very fantastic night. I'm fine and I thank God. It's your teacher Anauncieta. Welcome to EasyElimu Learning Simplified. Now, we have been exploring the different methods of addition. We have done using a number line, we have done counting on, we have done using counters, and now we want to make a 10. What is making a 10? What can you see on my board? On my board, I have what we call the 10 frame. This is what we call the 10s frame. What is a 10 frame? A 10 frame is just a frame of how many? 10 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is what is simply a 10 frame. And it really helps us when we are calculating work, when we are doing this addition. For example, I've been given here a question. And my question says, 8 plus dash should make a 10. And you keep on asking, now how am I supposed to do this? How am I supposed to do this? The 10th frame will make your work very easy. Why? Take the 8 counters that you need in the box. Just take the 8 counters you need in the box. So I have my 8 counters. Let me take my 8 counters that I need in the box. I have my 8 counters there that I need in the box. Let me put it up nicely and you see them. Now, that is my counter 1, counter 2, counter 3, that is the counter number 4. That is number 5, 6, 7, 8. And now I'm asking myself, how many do I need to add to these 8 counters to make a 10? How many do I need to add to these 8 to make a 10? I will count my counters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there, it's 8, the number. So, I'm going to say the remaining numbers are the ones that I'm going to count on are the ones that are supposed to give me the missing number. So, I'm counting 8, then what am I adding here? 9. How many counters have I added there? And 10. So for me to make a 10, I needed how many counters? How many more counters did I need to make a 10? Someone tell me. How many more counters did I need to make a 10? I needed 2 more counters to make a 10. I needed 1, 2. So I needed 2 more counters to make a 10. My next question comes like this. Number 2 says 7 plus dash is equals to 10. That is where I'm using the second 7 plus dash is equals to 10. The second 10's frame. And I'll ask myself, how many counters do I need first? I need 7 counters. So I will put my 7 counters as expected. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So how many counters do I have here? I have 7 counters. But remember, this is a 10s frame, which means I must have 10 counters. So I'll ask myself, how many more counters do I need to make a 10? I will add my other counters. And when you use a different color, it becomes very easy for you to know the counters that you added to the ones you had. So I will add my counters. So I am able to see the difference between the counters that I had and the one that I added. The counters that I had are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And when I realized that the counters were not enough, I had to look for more counters. And the counters that I added are 1, 2, 3. So in other words, we are asking ourselves, which number do I need to add to 7 to get a 10? Which number is that? 1, 2, 3. So I need to only add a 3 to a 7 to make a 10. Then my last question is, who will try this? 6 plus dash is equals to a 10. Who will try this? Janet, please come and try this. Janet, which counters do you want? Teacher, I want very nice counters. Okay, let me give you the counters. Okay, so Janet has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So how many counters does Janet have? 6. But Janet has realized that she needs 10 counters and she only has 6. So she decides to borrow from Jen. Jen, please assist me with the counters. Then Jen gives Janet the remaining counters. And Janet adds to her 10s frame. And here it is 1. He adds them there nicely like that. He adds them there nicely like that. And now, what have you realized? Janet was missing how many counters? How many counters was Janet missing? Someone help me. Yes, John. How many counters was Janet missing? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we realized that 4 plus 6 will make a 10. This work can be done during your free time. For example, I've been given here 5 plus dash is equals to 10. If you don't have the counters, you can draw them. It's not necessarily you have to make them. You can still draw the counters. For example, I have 5 here and I'm asking myself, how many more counters do I need to make a 10? So I'll say 5, then I count on 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what am I supposed to do? I'm only coming to count how many counters did I add to 5. So I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how many balls did I add to 5? I added 5 balls. Hiya, Oscar, come and do this. We have here 3 plus dash is equals to 7. Is equals to 10. We are making a 10, not a 7. 10, sorry. Oscar, please come and help us out. So, Oscar, which question are you asking yourself? I have 3 counters, but I need 10. So, how many more do I need to add on 3 to get a 10? So, Oscar counts. I have 3, then I'll continue. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, Oscar, how many more counters do you need to make a 10? I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, how many more do you need, Oscar? You need 7. Someone is asking me, teacher, what if I have the dash, the missing number as the first one? The number is dash plus 6 makes a 10. So you're asking yourself, the same way, I have 6 counters, but I need 10. How many do I need to add on 6 to get a 10? I'll say 6, then 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'll come and count. How many do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I am missing 4 counters to make a 10. Do anybody have a problem? Do you still need some more examples? Now, during your free time at home, I want you to go and calculate this with mommy or daddy and find out the missing number. 2 plus dash makes a 10. And dash plus a 4 makes a 10. So that when we meet during our next lesson tomorrow, I want to find out the answers for those 2 questions. It was nice having you around. I've really enjoyed the lesson. I hope you enjoyed the lesson too. Thank you very much and have a lovely evening.